My mom was a very hardworking, firm, little 5'3" woman. It took a while for her to be diagnosed with lupus. For a long time, the doctors really couldn't figure out what autoimmune disease she had. From a child's view, what I remember is that she was tired a lot and in a lot of pain, but had, to me, the strengths of thousands. So to see her sleeping more, to see her limping in pain, to see her joints swollen, it was very hard to process, especially in a time, when several years ago at this point, a lot of the care, medical care in Mississippi was not there, not the type of care as a Black woman that she needed. Often Black women's pains is ignored. And so my mother was left untreated for quite some time. I think at first they thought it was rheumatoid arthritis, but they just wasn't sure. And so while going through these experiences, she was still working at a Batesville Casket Company. Some of my toughest experience is having to walk outside and help my mother walk into the house because she was in that much pain. However, she could not get disability. I can't remember how old I was, but I was a young adult. But I had to write a letter, I believe to a Congress member. It's been so long now, but I remember writing a letter pleading that my mother could be on disability. And I wrote a strong case, but that's after years of being denied. Monique would tell me that, that's my mother's friend, she would tell me that there are moments when my mother would be in the bathroom at work, trying to soothe her joints. Because if you're working on a line all day, that's hard on the body. She couldn't get disability, so she had to work. And we couldn't figure out, what does it take to get disability if this doesn't? So she said, I heard you can write something, help me figure out how I can get it. And so I leaned into my Tougaloo community and I asked my good friend Liz, I was like, have you ever heard of people contending that you can get disability? And she's like, I haven't, but let me tell you what you need to do. Start writing these letters. And I got busy, wrote letters, got it out to let my friends proofread it. And I guess it landed on the desk of somebody who actually took time to listen and read it. With compassion, I got a response probably 3 weeks after I sent the letter out. And I remember my mother was not an emotional person at all. She has Mississippi strength. So it's rare to see her even break a tear. But for one of the first times in her life, she felt seen. When she got the letter saying that she was going to get back pay, but she was finally going to be placed on disability. But I had to fight for that. And her body had to be sacrificed for so long to get the medical attention and the dignity that she deserved. A lot of things that I've continued to learn is that so much of our dignity is lost when we're on the other end of a person that does not see the dignity in you. When they push you to keep going to work, when they tell you that your pain is not real, that the medical care is not there to do the work, to send your labs off, to go deeper into a person's lived experience of what's going on in their body. She wasn't afforded any of that. And so I spent a lot of time also advocating and fighting for Black women's pain. Because while my mother is no longer living, that pain still lives with me in such a way to know that never get comfortable, never stop fighting, and also listen to people when they say that they're hurting.
It's generational trauma.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's a travesty that we have to go through what we do and take the steps that we have to take in order to just get what we deserve.
Yeah.
And in many ways, I'm amazed that we can even become entrepreneurs or business owners with all the additional hurdles we have to overcome and baggage we bring with us from even not just our own lives, but our parents' lives and our grandparents' lives. And you talk a lot about that in the book as well, making sure that you are advocating for the well-being of yourself as well as your loved ones and your employees and things of that nature. I'm glad that you were able to get that solution for her, but I'm not happy that it took so much effort and so much delayed time in order to achieve that result.